All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Azarayas. I am the founder of Blondies. We bake and ship Blondies nationwide. And today I'm going to show you how to use my Blondies in a dessert charcuterie board. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with making the cinnamon sugar Blondies. They are made with Plugra butter. All of my Blondies are made with Plugra butter, but this one, you can really taste the butter coming through because Plugra butter is a European style of butter, which has more butter fat than normal American butter, and it's really yummy. It's perfect for baked goods, and you can find it in your grocery store, I'm sure. So I'm gonna start with 227 grams of this, and I'm just gonna warm it up. I wanna get it nice and melty before I add it to my other ingredients. While that's going, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about the rest of the things I have here. So I have pretzels, I have marshmallows, I have some Rice Krispie treats that I cut up into little squares. I have some raspberries, some dragon fruit, pears, kiwis, blueberries, strawberries, and these really nice almond cookie kind of cracker things. And I also have some fresh mint. But you can use whatever you have around. And I highly suggest, now that we're all trapped inside, make this into a game and see which one of your family members comes up with the best dessert charcuterie board. So now that this is melted, I'm going to add it to my brown sugar and whisk it. And I'm just making sure there are no lumps. And then I'm gonna crack 2 eggs directly into the bowl. I'm gonna compost those egg shells and whisk that up. Egg yolks have lecithin in them, which is a natural emulsifier. So you'll quickly see that your butter and sugar and eggs all come together to form a nice smooth mixture. Then I'm gonna add my flour, my baking powder, and my salt. And we'll give you the measurements for these. You can go on my Instagram page and find the link for the recipe. And I'm just gonna mix that all together. And if you guys are doing any baking at home, I highly suggest you invest in great equipment and great ingredients. So now I have this pan, which is sprayed and lined with parchment paper. And I'm just gonna scrape my batter into this pan. And I wanna get all the yummy goodness inside of there. Hopefully you cannot see that. Then I'm gonna spread it out just a little and make sure it bakes evenly. And I'm gonna toss a little bit of cinnamon sugar on top. That's where it gets the cinnamon sugar flavor, so it kind of turns out to be kind of like a snickerdoodle of sorts. So then I'm gonna pop this in the oven for about 25 minutes. Once it's done, I'll cut it up into little squares. But luckily, I've already done that part, so let's just start building the board. I've chosen this board. You can choose a plate, you can choose whatever. You can use a cutting board, that would actually be pretty nice. But this is just a board I have laying around. I'm gonna start with my dry ingredients. So by dry, I mean like my Rice Krispies and things. And you just want to have a little bit of sweet, a little bit of salty, a little bit of different textures. You want to try a little bit of everything. Because people have different tastes. And then I already have some Blondies, like I said, already baked. This is how the Blondies come when you receive them in the mail. They're also vacuum sealed, so they arrive super fresh. So there's 24 pieces in this box. I'm probably only going to use half a box. I'm just gonna pile them up, no particular way. Just want them to be on the board, really. I'm actually gonna move these a little. And then I think I'll add some pretzels too. You could use yogurt covered pretzels. You can use chocolate pretzels. You can use any type of, I chose the pretzels because I like the sweet and salty, but you can use anything. You can even make your own pretzels. I thought about doing it, but I was like, don't get too ahead of yourself. So then I'm going to start to add my berries and my fruit. For the strawberries, I'm gonna add them whole just because I want people to be able to grab them very quickly. But I will slice a few in half for the kids. I'm gonna slice this one. This is a pretty one to slice. And just leave it open. Ooh, that's pretty. It's almost strawberry season, guys. These are so yummy. I took a small little nibble before I started. It's really, they're getting there. They're getting sweet. I'm gonna add some blueberries next to it. And you just wanna pile this stuff on here. Obviously you wanna use stuff that's in season. Being in season will help. Your dessert tastes better. Your dessert charcuterie board tastes better. Let's do some kiwi. Kiwi is super yummy. I learned this little trick from a lady I used to work in catering with. And if you cut them into slices like this, they're actually really easy to eat. I've always just cut a kiwi in half and then use the spoon. But if you don't have a spoon available, if you cut them like this, people can just eat it kind of like an orange slice, which I thought was really cool. So I'm gonna cut them like that for this application. I probably will still cut my kiwis in half as I've always done. But for this application, I want people to easily be able to grab this, especially when we start entertaining again. This is something super easy and simple to add. Ooh, some raspberries. This is my favorite. I talk about berries on Instagram a lot, and raspberries, I could eat a whole pint of raspberries in one sitting if someone allowed me to do that. They're just so yummy to me. And blackberries. Strawberries, I don't have as much of affinity for them. I'm gonna add some marshmallows. I love marshmallows. Kids love marshmallows. Adults love marshmallows. You could also make these from scratch as well if you're feeling super adventurous. What else can I add? Ooh, pear. I found this in the supermarket by my house and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, pear. So I'm just gonna cut little slivers out. They kind of look like that. They're super small, but they're very aesthetically pleasing and easy to nibble on. Like that. Very pretty. And I can't wait till, again, the pears are in season. I grew up in California where the produce is just a lot different from in New York. So I'm always missing my fresh produce, always. I'm gonna add some blueberries to that side just because I feel like it needs a little bit more color. And you wanna make it look full and inviting. So I'm also gonna add some more pretzels here. And then my friend makes mousse. It's called Mojo Mousse. So I put that, I already transferred into a small bowl, and this is just for dipping. I'll show you. Mojo mousse, so good. No preservatives, never frozen. So yummy. 70% dark chocolate mousse. It's Belgian. It's a Belgian recipe. Naturally gluten-free. So yummy. Mojo mousse. Then I'm gonna add a few chocolate sprinkles to the top of the mousse, just because I like that. Yum. And then what else haven't we put on here? I would say the dragon fruit, right? So I'm just gonna slice this. Again, with the dragon fruit, you wanna make it easily edible. So I'll show you. So I just cut them into rings, right? And then I'm gonna stack them on top of each other and cut it in half. So now, easily grabbable and snackable. I'm just gonna add that there. I think this board needs a few more strawberries. Strawberries are beautiful. Add that pop of red. This is totally about the aesthetics. I'm not gonna even lie. This is about what it looks like. I'm gonna add a strawberry right on top there. Maybe a few more Blondies. So I guess I'm using more than half the box. A few more Blondies. And then in any empty spaces, that's when you want to use the mint. So I have the mint here. I'm just going to cut off a few branches or stems and add a few pieces in the areas where there's a few gaps. And it takes it up a notch. It really elevates the look of the platter or the board. And it's a natural breath freshener. So there you have it. That is a dessert charcuterie board. I'll try to lift it up to show you. It is elegant, yummy, easily something you can compete with at home with your family or friends, whoever you're quarantined with. And yeah, let's take a bite. I'm gonna try strawberry with the mousse. She sent me her dark chocolate flavor, which is my fave. That's a perfect combo. I want to dip a Blondie in it. Let's see. Wow. That is delicious. Well, this has been a ton of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys build this. Tag me in your photos at Blondies, and I'll see you next time. Bye.